Yeah, the only claim I'll make today that is in any way arrogant is I've probably made more mistakes than most people. This is something we do all the time, and in the base group we're always discussing mistakes, how to make them careful, how to make them cheap, so that we can learn a lot. And any mistake that's made goes into the group so that everybody doesn't have to make it again. I've some friendly faces here in the base group, and the conversations afterwards is where we can take something from a man from Italy or from Slovenia, and he might take something home from Castlemagne, not to do something that I do, but just to take the idea and to turn that into something he can do in his context. It's not a very big animal enterprise. The volatility in agriculture is dramatic. We've got weather changing like there's no tomorrow. The commodity prices are all over the place. The input prices are scary at the moment. Interest rates have changed. Machinery price and the government policy, with the tick of a pen, suddenly turns my business inside out. So building resilience is everything. And what we talk about all day, every day in base is more or less the soil is the start of that. Trying to get your soil as biologically alive as possible so that it can start helping all of these things on the left-hand side. And that change is disruptive by its very nature. So how we change, slow and steady and careful, but always changing. Rome wasn't built in a day, but some of it was. So you have to sort of say that, if you come home from something inspired, we go to international conferences and we hear people speak, and you come home, and then the next morning you get up and you say, what will I do this morning in North Cork when I go onto my farm? How will I actually change? And that's sort of maybe where my talk will focus. There's a huge amount of government interest in this. There's a huge amount of targets set, and everybody pats themselves on the back for these great targets. The how is missing in a lot of this stuff. This stuff is in its infancy. It's only barely beginning. There are some people in the group probably 10 years in maybe, and they're the guys that are leading a lot of us. We're probably 7 years at home. But the conventional system is so old and so perfected. Our grandfathers, our fathers, our mother and fathers have taught us how to do that. So what is the potential in this system down the road if we do start getting somewhere with it to try and get it to the point where it becomes more mainstream? And that's happening already.